Welcome to day 37 of 1,350 days. And in this episode, I have one sale to report. I checked my Amazon my Amazon sales this morning and saw that I'd made a sale during the week. So we are now up to 1,095, 5 away from the next milestone of 1,100. So it's slow progress, as it has been for the entire 37 days, which I've been making this channel. But there is reason to think that progress is going to speed up pretty soon. On Friday, I had a meeting with my publisher, which is Watkins Media here in the UK. I met the publicity or the PR team. So there was a publicist, and there was the publisher, my main contact, and 2 other contacts as well, marketing, some marketing assistant, and they're all going to come up with a campaign based around the launch of Do the Work You Love, which is February next year. So it seemed pretty interesting, and it was great to be around people who like my work and also who feel that the book is going to be successful. So they had some ideas they were telling me about. I had ideas I was telling them about. They mentioned, getting on podcasts and interviews, maybe writing articles for newspapers or doing an interview with a newspaper. The Metro, we have a paper over here in London called The Metro. They also mentioned trying to get on Russell Brand's podcast, which I thought was really cool, or interview. I can't remember what it is. It's a YouTube channel or an interview. Anyway, I'm a fan of his, so if that was able to occur, that would be pretty awesome. But mainly it was just the way that they were very positive about my book and expecting success. The way they talked about it as if the book should do well, which is not a surprise to me because I believe in the book. I hugely believe in the book. But when you've been a self-published author for 7 years and you know just how, and you've had to fight for every single sale you've made, and you know even that with a good book, as Escape the System, my first book, is a good book, there's no guarantee that you're going to make sales, and you have to go through this long, arduous process of fighting to promote yourself. To have a team behind you which believes in what you're doing and expects your book to do well is a huge relief. And I've almost got to change my mindset a bit, because I'm somewhat in the mindset of sometimes you can want something too much, and you want something so much that you sabotage it. I'm not just talking about selling books. It could be anything. You may want to get a date with a girl so much that you end up sabotaging it. And I'm not in that mindset with my books now. I don't want it. I want it a lot, but I don't get to the point where I'm going to sabotage my success. I'm almost at a point where, even when you guys will see when I tell you my sales results and I haven't made a sale for this week, I'm kind of blasé about it. And in a way, that's good in a way, because I'm not wanting it too much, but in a way it's not good because I'm almost expecting it not to be any sales, expecting everything to be difficult. And you never want to be in the mindset where you're expecting things to be difficult, because if you are, well, guess what? Your subconscious is going to pretty much create those conditions so that things are difficult for you. So after this meeting on Friday, I'm having to switch my mindset a bit. I'm having to expect that when it launches next year, it is going to be successful, and it is going to get lots of sales, and it will happen relatively easily. Whereas this old mindset I've had in the past, whereby I've got to fight for every single sale. So that was one of the interesting things I did. And this morning I had a meeting with THIBAUT MEURISSE. Those of you who watch my Screw the System channel will see an interview I did with him. I'll put a link with it below. He's doing very well as a self-published author. He sort of uses Amazon marketing services and a number of other techniques to get lots of sales for his 6 or 7, 8 books I think he's got. Anyway, we were talking a bit this morning. He was giving me a bit of a coaching session on how to use Amazon marketing services. And I've just launched my first campaign this morning for Escape the System. So I'm excited to see how that develops. I'm not adverse to pumping a little bit of money into it if I see greater gains in sales for that. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on that. I should be seeing some results within 2 weeks. of launching these campaigns. So you may see my sales figures start to increase, or if not, I'll fine tune my campaigns and then the figures might increase. So it could be the start of a more upwards and positive trajectory on this channel, 1,350 days. So stay tuned and I'll keep you updated. I will be back on Thursday with, I think, day 40. So I'll see you then.